Sorry if I sound really nervous right now. It's because I am. I don't know why. Also, on top of that, I just don't feel well. On top of the nervousness, like being, butterflies in the stomach, and also not feeling well because I had like these. Right, I went to Tesco's on Thursday, and I picked these like pre-mixed tins of like Dead Man's Fingers. Like one was spice rum and coke, one was like some fruity rum and lemonade, and one was a margarita, and they're all very sweet. So I think that's part of it. On top of that, I didn't get like I think I did pass out twice, but it feels like I didn't actually fall asleep at all last night. I just sort of had my eyes closed. Um, and part of that is probably because I think this might be why I'm nervous. I think the reality is set in about me having to get a job. And I don't think I've mentioned this in videos yet, but what has happened with the job hunt is so far is I applied to the Little in Ards back in May and said that I'd be able to work from the 16th of June onwards because that was the day after my last exam. But they replied back saying they don't want me. At the end of June, I then applied to the Wine Flare in Carador, and there was like a certain time where it closed. It closed like on the first week of July, and I waited like 3 weeks, maybe a month. It's like, okay, maybe I accidentally just didn't send in the application. So I did it again, and I got an interview. And they said at the end of the interview, if you get the job, we'll give you a call either on the Monday or the Tuesday next week. And I just didn't get the call. There was then I applied for Spar in my town and didn't hear anything, but I did hear that someone I went to school with got the job. And then, like a week after he got the job, I got an email saying that I didn't get it. And then, wait, let me think about this. The week before I got Corona, my mum signed me up for like this thing with like Princess Trust to help you get into Tesco's in Ards because I feel like I do need help for it because there's like these two different things. You can either go immediately into an employment or you can like they'll help you train or something. I think I don't actually know. I did that and they said right, you'll get a call next week. That call never came, but I did get an email on Thursday. I'm recording this on Sunday, saying that I'm in. I've got an interview on the 22nd on Microsoft Teams and stuff. But I was lying awake last night thinking, I can't. This is gonna be very narcissistic. I get that, but I can't just be a normal person. I need to do something special. I need to be special, and I mean that in a good way, not in like special like autistic. And I was thinking my version of doing that would be to become a classroom assistant, hopefully at Strangford. So I googled. This was like 2 in the morning. I'm just gonna guess. What you need to be a classroom assistant, and I got varying results. The best result I got, uh, best as in it benefits me the most, is basically just a GCSE and English and maths. So basically, most people can be a classroom assistant, but there are other people saying that you need like a some sort of university degree. And then I checked, like, Strangford to see if there's any jobs going, because someone in my group told me that his mum has been hired as a classroom assistant because they're so desperate they'll take anyone. But they're not. They're full right now. So what I haven't done it yet, but when I work up the nerve to do it, I'm going to email the mentor from year 14 and ask her, what do I need? And to let me know if any positions become available. Anyway, so I think from now on I'm going to try and get back into a sense of normalcy, because I've recovered from a hangover from like 2 weeks ago. Obviously, Corona is over. I was back in my granny's house today. I got caught up on Star Wars Visions because I couldn't be bothered watching it when it aired, even though I saw the trailer for it and said I actually looked decent, because I wasn't really a fan of season 1. So I finished that, because I only had 2 episodes left. Then I watched ahsoka, first 3 episodes, because they are what is out right now. I then caught up on Only Murders in the Building. That was 2 episodes. And I then watched like 10 minutes of episode 2 Secret Invasion. So my sort of weekly schedule until I get a job is I will be playing either AC Origins or Cold War at home on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I'll be going to my grandma's house where I'll be rewatching 24. I'll be going to the cinema twice, hopefully this week. Then on Sunday, I'm going to catch up on Ahsoka, catch up on Only Murders in the Building, and then watch as much like Secret Invasion right until we go home. I'm going to finish that. I'll probably go on to another show that I'm not going to mention because it's been cancelled. So, there's a final review coming relatively soon. Fingers crossed. And I'm only watching it like now because it's been cancelled. Like, if it weren't cancelled, then I would just wait for sort of, I don't want to say opportunity, but more convenient. After that, I'm just going to try and catch up on the big things. Like, I need to finish like Better Call Saul, Stranger Things, Umbrella Academy, The Boys. By this time, Gen V will be well out. Loki will be as well, probably. I'm just trying to put my life back together because it's been in pieces ever since school ended. So, should elaborate on playing games. I've mentioned that for Origins I'm doing it in Civic style. For Cold War I was just going to do the campaign and get the trophies and then that would be it, but Dylan has been really wanting to do the zombies Easter eggs for me. I have 2 games from a series downloaded that I played one of them for 14 minutes according to the PlayStation, and I didn't like it, but I've played the second one for an hour since then and I like that one, so I'm going to go back and yeah. Then there's just a couple of games I got from PS Plus that I have the PS4 and PS5 versions of them on there. And I also have, I didn't 100% beat Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I'm not going to do like a final review or anything because it's just collectibles and stuff. I mean, if there's DLCs I haven't played, there'll be reviews for those. And just Skyrim, I didn't pick up the collectibles unless it's PS4. There's another game that I started, played not long of, and just gave up that I'm gonna go back and do. Then after that, the only things I'll have left on my PlayStation are Fall Guys, Golf with Your Friends, PGA, and Siege. So I'll just be back to the grind of reading constantly. Which that was what was making me nervous last night, because like after I'm done with my games, that'll be my life. Go to work, go home, and just read, and that'll be it for basically the rest of my life. I'm not crying, but I'm quite close. I'm just gonna continue as if I'm not about to cry. Ahsoka, universally positive ratings. I watch it on Disney Plus original series. I don't like that they've sort of like messed up. Like they've changed this format, but whatever. Rosario Dawson, Elizabeth Winstead, Hayden Christensen, apparently, David Tennant. I didn't know Tamara Morrison was going to be in it. I heard rumors about Hayden Christensen, but I thought that was just like footage from like episode 2, not like archival footage that they're going to use in the show, but just literal footage from episode 2, and I was just misunderstanding what people were saying, but I guess it might be true. I don't know. I like it. I kind of thought it was going to be like Andor in terms of me not liking it, but it just isn't at all. I do think it's really good. One thing that I find weird that I've sort of noticed before with other things, but this sort of highlights it. So, a couple of the main characters in this are from Rebels. Sabine, Ezra, Hera, or whatever is her name, Hera. Yeah. Rebels was shit. The only good thing about Rebels was the episodes that had Ahsoka, Darth Vader, Obi-Wan, and Darth Maul. But yet, I was excited to see them in live action, which is weird because I don't give a fuck about those characters. And there are other things like that. It's like if they bring like the Inhumans, I know that they did for Doctor Strange, but if they were to bring all the Inhumans, put them in the MCU, like the Gifted, just any non-MCU Marvel product that I didn't like, if they had put that all in the MCU and I knew about it beforehand, I would be excited. And I think, I mean, not so much now with people not liking the MCU and people not liking Star Wars, but it used to be like that, where there's this thing that, a film or show, whatever, no one liked it, they cancelled it, then they're going to bring those characters back somewhere else, and people all of a sudden are excited. This is an interesting thought. Yeah. This video could have been under 1 minute.